It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas. It is Monday, November 20th, 2017. It is 7 a.m., the week of Thanksgiving. I'm getting excited. How about you, Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
He's got his knife and fork ready.
You bet you.
Did you sharpen that knife?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
His pocket knife?
His pocket knife.
That's what he eats.
You got plenty of
with.
Tabasco sauce for
I
this?
got a bigger knife for Thanksgiving.
Oh, do you?
Oh, it's serrated and about 4 feet long.
You go after it
looks
seriously,
like a
don't you?
sword. Yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Jerry Hogan. And here we are, the week of Thanksgiving.
Yep,
Already.
a lot to be thankful for.
Big
A
plans.
lot to be thankful for. Actually, I am staying home this year.
I always travel.
I know, me too.
In 45 years, I've been home one time for Thanksgiving. We always travel. That's our travel time.
Mm-hmm.
Big family gathering with my dad's side of the family, and we've been getting together now, well, longer than 45 years. But
Last few years, we've been going to Memphis and celebrating it with the Manda's side of the family, and then they got a big wrestling tournament, so I got to fit 2 birds in one stone here. But we're actually going to stay home. Family's coming to visit us, so we're excited.
that's going to be good, Jerry.
Staying here
And eat.
for the first time in a long time. We're usually in Louisville, Kentucky, or Dallas, and we're going to be here this year.
That's going to be good. Well, this week's a good week to go by and get a big bag of Brood Awakening coffee to take home using your own coffee maker.
That's right.
Best coffee in town, folks. You heard Jacqueline say in the introduction, 3 locations to serve you. For Brood Awakening Coffee, Balmer Boulevard at Highway 62 East, Walmart East Plaza, and, of course, BRMC Lobby. Yeah, Jerry, I'm about out of coffee.
Good.
You're going to have to wait till the next break there.
Yeah, I got to wait 10 more minutes.
You'll probably inject your turkey with that coffee, knowing you, buddy.
Oh, I tell you what, I love my turkey and I love my coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Don't park at a grocery store and stand in line for coffee. Drive through Brood Awakening. 3 locations serve you mountain home. As we just said, BRMC Lobby, Walmart East Plaza, and what did I leave off? Balmer Boulevard.
Balmer Boulevard.
Yeah.
There you
Can't
go.
beat it. Now it's time for the morning prayer. If y'all would, please join us for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, what a wonderful time of the year, and I get like a little kid with all of the holidays, for giving thanks with our usual family gathering for the last 45 years, and then on to Christmas in another month. But Lord, I know some people can't get excited about the holidays because they are all alone. My prayer today, Lord, is that you just give them comfort and peace and your love. And I just pray you show up for those people and comfort them. That's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
A lot of lonely folks.
Yep.
Yep. Wish we could do something about it. But,
Well, yeah.
blessed to have a lot of family and,
You
Family
actually
all
can. Like Jerry Hopper, he had his concert this weekend. They raised like $3,000.
had a good show.
For the
Yeah, I
Alpha
heard good
House.
reports about that. Sure did.
But after it's over, he's like, if more people would just help more people, there wouldn't be as much need for all the help.
Yeah.
And he's very much correct in saying
What was that group, America? Remember, This Is for All the Lonely People. Was that by America? Remember that song?
By
This
the
is for...
Beatles.
No, it wasn't. That was Eleanor Rigby. This is for all the
Don't
lonely
argue
people.
with him over music. You're not going to win.
It
this,
was
Jerry.
Eleanor Rigby.
No, that's about the. No. This is for all the
Okay.
lonely people,
Yeah, okay, I got you. I
thinking
think
that
it
love
was
has passed them by.
Yeah.
Remember that? Wasn't that America did that song?
Now, don't be getting depressed here on the show. Let's keep
It's
it
just-
happy,
This
man.
supposed to be upbeat this week
Okay,
here. Come
well-
on.
Okay, we'll change the beat. What else you want? Why don't we do the weather?
That's
All right.
upbeat.
Okay.
That's upbeat.
That's upbeat. Yeah, it's going to be nice weather. Weather brought to you by your local Sears store. Let's talk a little bit about Sears.
Okay.
What do you like about Sears?
Everything.
Tools, lawn
They're an
care.
American institution. They've been
They
around
are.
longer than I have.
Richard Sears
Love
was a watchmaker in Chicago.
How about that?
Yeah.
See, I learned something new.
Yeah. Started up in the mid to late 1800s. And remember WLS Radio?
Yep.
World's largest store at the Sears building.
And see, I refinished a lot of furniture in my career, and some of it came from the Sears catalog in
Yeah.
the Depression era. all the way up to current times.
Yeah. Well, I remember you used to get those Sears catalogs in here in Mountain Home in the day. Oh, my goodness, and people wouldn't, they'd come in for that catalog. You get the fall and winter book, the Christmas book, or the spring and summer. I'll tell you what, it was quite the deal.
Jerry's over here like, yeah, we had it in every one of our outhouses.
Mm-hmm. Y'all using my joke against me.
Well, we kept the Sears catalog in the house. We put the Montgomery Ward catalog in the outhouse.
There you go.
Now we're short arch. You ever used that outhouse literally?
Yes, I have.
No.
You're kidding.
Oh, we call them porta potties nowadays.
No, I mean an old wooden.
You got a hole
splinter in your rear end
and a piece of chunk of wood you're sitting on, buddy.
I didn't see the use to use it because the house was a lot more warm and a lot more convenient.
I had an aunt and uncle that lived right on Highway 67, about a mile north of Arkansas state line, and I can remember an outhouse. And I remember when they got indoor plumbing, about 1968. But
celebration time.
A lot of good memories there, I guess.
How did we go from Sears to outhouse?
This is your world, buddy. I'm just passing through.
Let's get the catalog out of the outhouse. Check out your hometown Sears store for all your appliance needs, tools, and everything. I just got a great leaf blower down there. What are you laughing at?
I'm thinking we need to move on to weather at this point.
33 degrees in Mountain Home, 31 at Harrison, 30 at Hardy. Oh, I tell you what, it was sure pretty at Hardy last night. 27 at Mountain View, 26 in Yellville, 27 at Marshall, Poplar Bluff, Missouri, 25. It was so pretty. I was at Poplar Bluff area last night, about 17 miles south. I was in Neelyville yesterday afternoon for a funeral visitation, and they've got all the fields are cleaned up, and it looks really nice. The sunset to the west, the funeral home faced west, just real pretty up there last night. Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 25 degrees, Branson at 39, West Plains coming in at 33. We're ready for that radar?
You bet.
Ready for a white screen? Blink. Oregon, California, Washington, and Idaho, and western Montana. Next. It's dry. Look at this. It's dry across this country.
It is.
Little wisp of stuff there coming into southeast Nebraska, as you can see from right here. I don't know if we can see that cursor on there or not. But north central Kansas, little bit of stuff. I'm going to highlight that Nebraska thing. Ready?
Yep.
All right, let's take a look in Nebraska here. Boy, that disappeared in a hurry, didn't it?
And now it's gone.
Boy. Anyway, there you are, folks. Like I normally say, every highway in Arkansas is clear at this time. I think it's clear all the way to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it's dry.
I think we're
picking
good.
up a little bit in upstate New York. You see a little bit of wisp of stuff in New York, but I tell you what, I left yesterday about 1 o'clock. Went from here to Salem, Arkansas to Mammoth Springs. They're putting that new bridge in at Highway 63 at Mammoth Springs. The park looks good. Went up to Thayer, Missouri, through Doniphan, Missouri. You know, in spite of all the rain, it looks like the farms did pretty good. The fields are cleaned up. A lot of hay. There's a lot of hay out there. So hopefully our cattle farmers and crop farmers did pretty good this season.
Yeah, from what I hear, the hay was really good this year. So
a lot of it up there. And so, Jerry, what do you got in community calendar? What we got going on?
Oh, we got a Salvation Army. If you need a Thanksgiving meal, you can get on out there this Thursday. And if you want to give to the Alpha House, you can certainly do that anytime, and all of the charities. Other than that, my computer is down, so
we're helping Serenity.
Serenity, yep. Alpha House, there's a lot of good people that need help. And now's the time of the year to do it.
Yep. And so, what are you going to do on Friday this week? You can go out there. You're going to be at Walmart at 4 o'clock in the morning for a $20 crock pot?
See, there you go. You're talking about Friday. I'm thinking about half-price cheeseburger Tuesday. And then you got Taco Tuesday.
You got Taco Thursday. You got to make it
Taco Tuesday, buddy.
There's something wrong with that man.
Let's get past Tuesday, and then we'll talk about
get past
Friday.
Tuesday. We're talking about Friday. Wear a helmet if you go out on Friday.
Oh, I'm not going to. No, I don't mess with that. I went to Black Friday one time, put my Red Wing boots on, and people running into my heels, and I don't even have anger problems, but that particular day, it brings it out of me.
Here's the problem, and I'll be honest, since you brought up Black Friday, here's my problem with it, is it's set up to be a madhouse. I mean, that's how they're set up.
Yeah,
I
it's
went
almost
to Black
becoming
Friday,
a festival type thing.
I went to Black Friday at Walmart, and they would bring these things out in the middle of the floor covered in plastic. And then exactly that time, everybody's gathered around. Employees got to cut the plastic, and then everybody climbs over each other trying to get to it. So I'm sitting there. I've never been to one. I'm sitting there, and I got the employee right in front of me, who's going to cut the ribbon. He's turning around and asking, "Can you help me get out of here?"
You're kidding.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Last time I did this, I got trampled." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going for one of them items. You cut it, grab me an item, I'll get you out of here." But that's kind of how it was. Yeah. And they set it up that way. And, you think there'd be an easier way to do that where there wasn't such a risk.
Take a number, maybe?
Yeah. And now they started doing that on some of their bigger items like TVs, stuff like that. But they still got all that stuff. They just, it's a mess.
Isn't one TV enough?
You would think so. I don't know. So that's my 2 cents. I doubt you'll see me at Black Friday.
Well, Mike Sisk going to be talking here in a few minutes. I have a feeling my antifreeze is going to come up that I may need more. Anyway, why don't you take us to break, Scooter? I'm out of coffee. I need more Brewed Awakening. Jerry didn't get up and get me any coffee.
I need the internet.
He needs the internet. Somebody fix the internet for him, will you? Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Mike Sisk going to talk a few minutes about car maintenance coming up. Stick around.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
And we are back, and I got my second round of Brewed Awakening coffee.
Second? The second one you're admitting to, or
second or third already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, how's Mike?
Mike's good.
Yep.
Ready
Busy
for Thanksgiving.
I I called last Thursday. Yeah, okay, bye. He's a little bit busy.
Yeah, we're busy. We've been very busy. Lots of cars coming through the building, and a lot of people going to be traveling. You know, gas is cheap, and the weather looks great for the Thanksgiving holiday. So everybody's got somewhere to be. So yeah, we're going to be open this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we will be closed Thursday and Friday. So
yay, vacation time.
Yay, 4 days.
Yeah, that's good.
So we can get out there and fight with Scooter at Walmart on Black Friday items.
I don't think so.
I want the blue crock pot. I want it. You got it.
If the only thing keeping you from getting what you want is me, don't worry, you've got it, because I'll be at the house.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah. Wear a helmet, mouthpiece, have a first aid kit.
Steel toe boots. Go down to Sears and comfortably shop for all your needs right there. They may not have bed sheets in stock, but
well, Dale, since
they got tools.
That's right. Since we're here, let's get the unpleasantries out of the way.
Uh-oh, is that my antifreeze?
Your antifreeze. You know,
maintenance guru here.
Yeah, old Dale here, the self-proclaimed maintenance guru.
So I forgot to service the antifreeze.
Yeah, he's kind of let his antifreeze go. So we bring it in last week, and flushed out his antifreeze, and it was vintage.
Yeah,
it's done its duty.
199,427 miles on the factory antifreeze.
And the thing of it is if somebody would have told me that Dale's van had the original antifreeze in it, I'd have bet a lot of money that they were wrong. But they weren't.
Oops.
So it's got new antifreeze in it now.
It's going to have more new antifreeze in January, too.
I'd say probably in the halfway near future, you ought to do that, double down and do that one again.
So. Yeah.
But that was pretty
with
broken down antifreeze.
Oh, I hate messing with antifreeze.
I think of all the fluids in a car, it would probably be brake fluid or maybe a rear differential lube that gets on my nerves the worst.
Really?
But yeah, we all have our complaints about.
And gasoline don't bother me. You know, how many fuel pumps have we changed in the old days?
Lots
where you
of
break
fuel
that
pumps
loose at the carburetor and it spews back on you. And, hey, that smells pretty good, you know. Yeah. But that old antifreeze, my goodness, you can wash your hands and everything else for 3 days and still have that slimy mess on you.
Well, Dale's back in good, high-quality antifreeze.
Thank you,
He's ready for the cold weather.
Oh, I got to brag about their front alignment machine. I had a strut go bad on the right front. It was in warranty, but I had to realign it. Of course, warranties can't be, or alignments can't be warranted, but I mean, you know, once you hit a pothole, they're probably time to do it again. What's that, a Hunter machine?
Hunter,
Hunter Elite?
Elite. Yep, Hunter Elite. And man, it is a very, very good alignment machine.
And I don't care of what brand of car, whether you're driving Chrysler like I do, Ford products, General Motors, whatever. And if you're up around 80,000 to 120,000, get a front-end inspection, replace what parts are necessary, and get it aligned. It drives like brand new.
Yes.
Quiet, and the stability. I was on Highway 142, and you know that highway.
Pretty crooked.
Whoa, dude, you know.
Yeah, the Hunter Elite that we have,
it's
probably 6 or 7 years old. And
you had it that long?
Yeah, we have.
Wow.
And we keep it updated, and it is a very, very good machine, one of the very best out there. And an alignment, you know, people hear us say it pretty often, alignments are one of those things that are like a brake job or like dirty transmission fluid. It happens over time, and it can get away from you. And all of a sudden, you're driving down the road, and you don't realize it, but your car's not driving right.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it doesn't show up until you take a look at your tires, and they're worn unevenly. Front tires, maybe they're wearing on the inside edges, or they've got feathered up tread, different things like that. And to get an alignment will put that thing back, and you, like you're saying, you know, you drove yesterday, and all of a sudden your van's driving great. That's a pretty typical reaction we get with people who have not had an alignment in a while and possibly end up having to have some front end parts changed.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got a loose ball joint, they got bad struts, something like that.
Yep.
And we could go in there and align the front end, and maybe rotate the tires, whatever needs to be done on that. And the next thing they know, this thing is driving like it did the day they bought it.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's an eye opener as to how bad vehicles can drive, and we think it's okay, me included. You know, I've done that stuff before.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah. You get busy and you're not paying attention and it gets away from you. But our Hunter alignment machine is very, very good. We've got the system on there to where most of the modern cars, underneath your VIN number, your vehicle identification number, they have a barcode.
Beep.
And we can scan that barcode just like Walmart or Lowe's or wherever scans and gets a price, and it gives us that car exactly. You know, we're not having to answer a whole bunch of questions about options and things like that, because once we do the VIN code on that, it narrows it down. Good stuff.
Good.
It's really good stuff.
So pleased with how good it drives.
Great, man. I'm glad to hear that.
And it doesn't matter if, like I drive Chrysler, but other folks out there driving Ford and General Motors products and perhaps Toyota, Nissan, whatever. It can be done, and believe me, it's worth the money.
Right.
It's worth the money.
And, tires are so expensive anymore. It used to be there was a time you could buy cheap tires. But I don't know what you would a cheap tire anymore is expensive. And
a cheap one's $80.
Yeah. And then if you jump up and get into name tires, Bridgestone or Goodyear, things like that, tires get pretty expensive pretty quickly. So
what kind of tires you run now?
I got Bridgestones on my
truck. You like them?
I like them a lot.
I'm on my second
knock
set of
on
Coopers.
wood, they've been excellent.
I've got Cooper CS5 or 6. I forget what it is. I like them.
We see a lot of Cooper tires come through. They're good tires.
Yeah, I like
They're
them.
fine. But
the thing about the Cooper tire, it's got 2 steel belts, a nylon ply, and 2 polyester belts, I think. So it's actually a 5-ply tire.
Right.
Yeah.
Tires are expensive, and good tires are real expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to get all the miles we can out of these, and one of the ways we do it is by keeping the alignment checked, make sure it's in spec, keep them rotated, which when you buy tires at most places around town now, they will rotate them for free for you. And things like that will make sure we get the most life out of these tires as possible. When you see people coming in and they're driving a 4-wheel drive pickup and they go, "Man, I just paid $1,200 for this set of tires."
Yep.
Well, you can bet one of their top priorities is making those tires last as long as they can. Well, I don't blame them.
If you get tires last as long as my antifreeze, we'd be doing good.
Oh, the antifreeze.
Like I said, Chrysler uses good stuff,
This is one of those deals with Dale's antifreeze. We've talked about this before.
Laughable. We've been talking about changing it for 5 years.
Yes. And antifreeze is like every other liquid that's in your car that has a service life. And the antifreeze, as far as keeping your cooling system from freezing up, it's still good. It wouldn't let your cooling system freeze. But all of those additives that they put in the antifreeze to help lubricate water pumps or to help keep down corrosion, all of those additives were long since gone.
Yeah,
and had been gone for a long time.
Probably by 2007.
Yeah. And so, as I was telling Dale the other day when we were talking about that, we were making jokes about Dale's 200,000-mile antifreeze, but this may come back around somewhere down the road and bite you a little bit with a leak in your heater core or something where the corrosion gets in. Well, you had that
knock on wood.
Yeah. And you were telling me the other day about that little restrictor valve.
Yeah.
That sprung a leak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So different things,
But that's what happens when you don't do it right.
Yeah. Any other liquid or fluid in a car, we change our oil every 5,000 miles. We change the transmission fluid every 50 to 70,000 miles, and different. They all have a service life, and so does antifreeze.
Yep.
Look in your owner's manual. Generally, anymore, you'll see a minimum of about 4 years on antifreeze, 3 to 4 years. Some of the extended life stuff will stretch out to 5.
And I got
the
15.
Antifreeze Dale runs in his van runs 15 years. The maintenance guru over here. I'm giving him some grief right now.
I got to change oil now.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Sure.
Well, I tell you, you've got all major brands of motor oil in stock for folks who want to stop by.
We keep, and I'm going to forget some, but here goes a pretty good list. We have Pennzoil, Castrol, Valvoline, Motorcraft,
Quaker State,
Phillips. Not so much anymore.
Drop Arctic's gone?
Yeah. We've still got a little bit of Exxon Superflow. We have Motorcraft for Ford vehicles, the factory fill oil. We keep it.
What about Haviland 1030?
We've got Haviland.
You got to be kidding me.
We sure do.
Water bottles?
We have Haviland. And then in synthetic oils, we keep AMSOIL, which is a very, very top of the line product. Yeah. We keep Mobile One, and we keep Castrol Syntec in synthetics. We keep Shell Rotella 15W40 to service diesels. We've got a very good line of oil. We've got about every brand. Now, if there is something particular that you want that I didn't mention or don't have, if you'll give me a day or two, I will get it rounded up. Same thing with oil filters, air filters. The line that we carry, we cover in probably 95% of the vehicles in Mountain Home.
We got Napa Silver Lines?
We got Napa Pro Selects, yes.
Pro Selects, okay, yeah.
And if we don't have the filter for, and a lot of times it's going to be a European car that we fall short in not having a filter for. But if you'll give me a call and give me one day, I'll have it. You know, we pretty good at that stuff.
Let's talk a little bit about Barron Creek.
Sure.
Let's see, you had something going yesterday?
No, we got training at Barron Creek. We have got a 8-hour combat focus shooting handgun class will be coming up Sunday. Sunday.
Oh, on the 26th, okay.
On the 26th. It's going to be an all-day thing, run from 9 to 5. Going to be a great class. We've got a couple of spots still open. If somebody's interested, they can give Elka a call. She takes care of all of our scheduling and stuff like that. 404-5251 is her phone number. 404-5251. Elka is a very nice lady and a very, very accomplished instructor. She also does concealed carry handgun classes. We have one of those Saturday. I believe at this point the one Saturday is full, but there will be more coming up. And you can, same phone number, check us out at www.trainingatbarroncreek.com, and we have a schedule of classes there. She also does concealed carry renewals. If your license is about to expire, you'll get a notice from the state, and I think you can start 60 days prior to it expiring to get the renewal going, and she can help you get going with that.
Cool.
Yep.
And you're getting calls on it all the time, aren't you?
Yes. It's of course, right here around the holidays, sometimes it kind of slows down because people have got friends and family and they've got other things on their mind. But we've had a good year of it with our concealed carry training and with our handgun and carbine training. It's been very good, and I figure it will be the same in 2018. I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy it. I've been around firearms my whole life. My dad and I used to hunt together and shoot rocks and bottles together when I was a kid. He taught me how to shoot, and
How old were you when you got your first 22?
Oh my goodness, that's a good story. But I was probably somewhere between 6 and 8 years old, something like that. Had an old bolt action 22, a Remington bolt action 22 that I learned to shoot with. Somewhere when I hit 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, my dad managed to trade for a Remington Nylon 66. I don't know if you guys ever remember them. They were a space age 22 back in the day. Remington made them, and most of the gun was made out of nylon.
Wow.
And it didn't weigh anything. It weighed about as much as this Bible I'm holding in my hand. And the mistake my dad made was letting me have a semi-automatic. He said, I guess I'm going to have to get a second job to keep us in 22 shells. And I shot that thing. I don't know how long. I don't know how many rounds went through it, but it was a bunch. And
so the phone number for Barron Creek, 404-5251?
404-5251. Elka King will be the one you'll speak to. Check us out at our website. It's a good website. You got all of our stuff on there. www.trainingatbarroncreek.com. We will also have a half-day combat focus shooting handgun class coming up on December the 9th.
Okay.
And that's what we've got on our schedule. I'm not for sure. She's been doing some classes out at White River Firearms out at Greg's in Midway. They've got a classroom there.
Is that Bo Trammell? Yeah,
yep. Good. They've got a nice classroom in there, and she's been doing some CCW classes there. And we also do them at our range up at Gamaliel. So if the midway thing sounds like it would work for you, give her a call and get scheduled in.
404-5251 for training at Barron Creek. Minute Mechanic's number, 425-3135.
We're going to be open Monday through Wednesday. Guys, if you've got something you want done, give us a shout and get your name on the list pretty early, because
don't wait 15 years.
I think we're going to blink our eyes and these next 3 days are going to be gone.
There you go.
And having said that, we joke about this Black Friday stuff, and I think sometimes we get carried away with the Black Friday sales and all. Sit down and take time to enjoy Thanksgiving for what it was meant to be. Enjoy your friends and family
and have some fun.
We're not guaranteed to tomorrow, so we better enjoy today.
I heard that. Coming up, Bob Recktenwald in sports, and be sure to give Mike a call, 425-3135. All your maintenance needs at Minute Mechanic on Highway 201 North across from Salvation Army. Scooter, take us to break, will you?
You got it.
Be right back.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home. Your White River Get
$7:34 on this Monday before Thanksgiving. It's time for Bob Recktenwald Sports.
Sports.
Mr. Bob.
Everybody likes sports.
You betcha.
Well, at least all of us do anyway.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Bob.
Jerry, I saw you at a wrestling match at Mountain Home Bombers hangar.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
That was fantastic. I had no idea that was Scooter's first reffing event.
Oh, no.
Looked like an old pro, man.
Was that your first match to go
Yeah.
to?
Folks, if you've never been to a high school or a junior varsity or even a youth wrestling match, you need to take a little bit of time. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. Come 2 or 3 matches. It's a blast. It really is a blast. That was the first match of the Bombers for the season. Bombers picked up a win, 54-18 over Berryville. Now, if you don't know how wrestling scores, you get 6 points for a pin for your team. We got 9 pins, 54 points. They scored 18. 12 of those 18 come by default because we didn't have people in their weight class. So they pinned one of our guys through the whole night.
Wow.
We'll mention Lance Lee. Started off the match with a forfeit, but he came back and he wrestled Scooter's boy and didn't come out on the winning side of that one. But it was fun to watch. Now, I'm picking on Lance a little bit. It's fun to watch. Scooter's boy's in the 7th grade. And it was fun to watch him fight and struggle. First 2 periods, he didn't fare real well. Come back and won the match. But
good.
The JV traveled over to Fayetteville to participate in the JV Bulldog Classic on Saturday. They took 8 wrestlers over there and fared very well. Lance Lee led the JV, and he won the 120-pound weight class, taking all 4 of his matches. Lawson Stockton was second in the 138 class. He went 3-2. Brooke Gregg ended up third in the 126. He went 2-2, and Braden Daniel picked up victory in the 138. It's kind of complicated. Each weight class has so many wrestlers in it, and Scooter can elaborate a little bit on that if he wants to. But it boils down to, if you have a full roster of matches, Scooter, how many matches would a team have?
If you had a full roster, if you're in a tournament, it's the sky's the limit. Depends on how many schools. I mean, there could be 10 schools.
I'm talking just a single match like Berryville. If everybody would have had in a weight class, how many would you?
I'd have to add them up exactly, but around 20.
About 20 matches.
Yeah.
20 matches.
And in some schools, you could have 2 in a match, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing a tri-match, like we were supposed to be held a tri-match, but Cedar Ridge backed out last minute. But
ended up being
congratulations
an outstanding tournament or meet.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, the turnout was great. I love to see people show up and support the kids, and just it was great run. Could have used some better reffing.
You know, one thing that I'll say, and I know there was underlying circumstances for the crowd to be the size that it was because the youth was having parent meeting or something afterwards.
We require the youth to actually go to the high school matches when they're competing.
That is the most youth participation I've seen, and I've been helping you guys do wrestling for this is my 4th year, I think. Yeah, believe it or not, it's not in double digits. But it's great to see parents there. There were some parents there that had children that wrestled last year that I saw there watching the kids. We need more of that. You know, there's students there watching. I saw a lot of the football players there cheering on their buddies that are on the wrestling team. Dale, you remember when we were in school, the student section in a basketball game took up nearly one whole side of the gym.
Sure.
You go to a basketball game today, and they have that little section of bleachers down at the end of the gym.
Really?
That's all. You know, there's way more kids in that school than there was back in the 70s when we went. We need more kids to take pride in their school and take pride in those kids that are out there trying to promote our school by doing well in athletics. We don't have it. We need it. Swim team last week took part in a meet in Pocahontas. Bombers finished 3rd on the boys' side. Cabot wound up being 2nd. The Lady Bombers took 4th place, finished 2 points behind Greene County Tech, and Cabot also took the victory in that meet, and Jonesboro wound up in 2nd. The Arvest basketball tournament wrapped up over the weekend, and over in Flippin, Cotter took the boys' championship, and Norfolk took the girls. So it was pretty wild times over there.
That went on all week, didn't it?
Yeah, it started, I think, on the 11th and ran until Saturday night. The Cotter Warriors defeated Deer. Any idea where Deer, Arkansas is?
No. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, let me pull it. Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
They
John.
John Deere? Yeah, right next door. A little bit before it, I would imagine. Warriors defeated Deer by a final of 46-38. Like I said, the girls' title went to Norfolk Lady Panthers. They beat Jasper 64-55. Yellville took third place in the boys. And Bomber basketball, junior Bombers, 8th grade, played in the Branson Pirate Classic. The Bomber basketball went to Paragould. They got beat 65-58. What'd you find for Deer?
Deer, Arkansas, everybody knows this. It's just north of Sand Gap. It's east of Limestone. It's over by Ben Hur and Victor. Actually, it's just south of Jasper on Highway 7.
By golly.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that.
down the windy road. There's probably a song in there somewhere. Yeah.
The long and winding road was talking about going to Deer, Arkansas. Wasn't it? It's just south of Jasper. It says here 1 hour and 50 minutes from here.
The Junior Lady Bombers finished third place in the Cure CMD tournament in Bentonville. They played that at Bentonville West and Centerton. They won't see action again until they travel to Batesville on November 27th. Lady Bombers fell to the Lady Bulldogs over in Fayetteville 51-30. And, of course, they're taking on the defending state champs, the Fayetteville Bulldogs. So lots of basketball goes on. I believe there's a basketball tournament comes up this week during Thanksgiving.
Really?
I think it's just a short tournament. Then they have a big one that comes up over Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Again, we go back to, you want to support local business, support local sports. I don't care if you live in Jasper, go to Jasper.
Yeah.
If you live in Mountain View, go down to Mountain View.
If you live in Deer, Arkansas, go to Deer.
Yeah, if you know where Deer is and you can get there, go to Deer.
Go to Deer.
It's one thing. We do the games on television. It's one thing to be able to watch it on TV, and I know there's a lot of people that appreciate us doing that. But it means a lot to these kids. They work hard all day, after school, every day, to put on the best game that they can put on for the folks that are sitting in them stands. And if you've ever performed to an empty stadium, it's probably not a good thing. Luckily, I've never done that. But
True.
It's important for these kids to know that there's people behind them. They see all the banners hanging in the gyms, and they see the advertisements on the radio. But you could take all those banners away, never play another advertisement on the radio or another one on television, if there'd be 50 or 60 people sitting in them stands screaming their lungs out for them. That's what they're there for. A little bit of self-pump, but it works.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cotter Warriors basketball. Cotter High School teams swept Mammoth Springs back on Tuesday.
Really?
Were swept by Mammoth Springs.
Were swept.
Were
okay.
swept.
By Mammoth Springs.
Yep, the Warriors lost their game to the Bears 46-33. And the Lady Bears got beat 66-40.
It's we've been talking about Cotter and Deer, Mammoth Springs. It's amazing how strong the basketball programs are in the schools without football. And I'm not saying anything bad about football. It's just I'm glad to see a strong program of some sort at these smaller schools.
Sure. Well, you have to think and have to remember that these smaller schools start their programs shortly after we start our football. The larger school starts football. So where Mountain Home, I'm not sure how many games they'll play in a basketball season, but I would bet that a Cotter, a Norfolk, a Calico Rock, consolidated, Isler County consolidated, I would bet that those schools play twice as many basketball games as we do.
It's up around 30 per season?
I bet. I'll know next week and I'll let you know. But it's a pretty good sized number.
But even, I talked about going to Neelyville, Missouri yesterday. It's just north of the Arkansas state line on Highway 67, about 4 miles. And as small of a community as it is, that Neelyville school, they've had some championship teams that played in Columbia at the University of Missouri for that division. And like I say, it's a small school. Went by Couch area on Highway 142. They're a strong contender in Missouri.
Well, you look in Missouri, they start their football season a week or two before Arkansas does, so they can get their basketball season
program
started well before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it's kind of wild. Calico Rock, we pay attention to Calico Rocks. Speaking of Izard County, they're 7-0 right now.
That's ITT?
That's ICC.
ICC. Izard,
Izard County Consolidated.
Yeah. They're 7-0 right now.
7-0.
Wow.
The Mountain Home Christian Academy Eagles, they finished with mixed results last week. They won some, they lost some. And then we roll back to football. What time do you take a break here?
Why don't we do it now, then we'll come back with that.
Okay.
All right, more with Bob Recktenwald Sports. Jerry's here, Scooter's here, so am I. Be right back.
Your White River Getaway starts at Cotter Trout Lodge, where you find convenient, clean, and affordable accommodations right in the heart of Cotter, Arkansas. Take advantage of the Natural State Fly Shop across the road for all your supplies and guided fly fishing needs. Countless delicious homemade menu options await to satisfy your hunger cravings at the White Sands Cafe. Your complete White River Getaway is cradled in the east arm of the historic Ruthven Rainbow Bridge at the Cotter Trout Lodge, Natural State Fly Shop, and the White Sands Cafe.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$7:48 on this Monday, November 20th. More with Bob Recktenwald Sports. Bob?
Football is wrapping up in the state of Arkansas.
Should be playoffs on Friday or Saturday?
Well,
at War Memorial.
Kind of funny because the classifications, depending on what class you're in, will determine when you're going to play.
Yeah.
But the rounds this week in 7A, Bentonville beat Cabot 31-6. Bryant beat Fayetteville 21.
Bryant beat Fayetteville?
Beat Fayetteville 21-20.
Didn't they lose their quarterback?
I think so.
Bryant.
Bryant.
I think.
North Little Rock 34, Fort Smith Northside 0.
That's a shocker.
That was pretty much a shocker. In the classification that Mountain Home is in, the 6A, Greenwood 38, Texarkana 0.
Texarkana didn't make it.
Didn't even score.
Ooh.
Pine Bluff 40, Russellville 21. So that's a school that Mountain Home plays. 40-21 over Russellville. Searcy 38, El Dorado 21.
Wow.
Okay. So that's two of of our conference that made it.
Wow.
West Memphis 39, Benton 21. So 3 of the conference schools that Mountain Home plays have made it. Now I guess it would be the semis for them. I'll take a look here in just a minute.
Wow.
Class 5A, Little Rock McClellan 60, Alma 52.
Where was the defense on that one?
Yeah, I didn't show up.
What was that, 112 points? What was it, 60 to 52?
60 to 52, 112 points scored.
My goodness. Boy, they run a groove in that field, didn't they?
Yeah. Nettleton 21, Greenbrier 14. Pulaski Academy 57, Harrison Goblins 20. Wynn 17, Morrilton 14. Class 4A, Arkadelphia 42, Southside Batesville 8, Ashdown 32, Pocahontas 14, Boonville 24, Nashville 21, Gosnell 35, Heber Springs 7, Pea Ridge 37, Hamburg 7, Prairie Grove 24, Stuttgart 14, Pulaski Robinson 42, Dardanelle 14, Warren 49, Ozark 14. That's a class. We don't have any schools in our area that are in that class. But in Class 3A, we went down and did the Atkins Red Devil Yellville Panther game week before last. Atkins 48, Elkins 38.
So the team that beat Yellville's moved on.
They've moved on.
Wow.
Charleston 39, Barton 34, Clinton 48, Harmony Grove 42, Junction City, who has a dynasty. These guys play football phenomenal. I'll try to go back in the record books and see how many state champions Junction City's had. It's a large number. It's not just 1 or 2. It's a large number.
Junction City, they're in the same position in the south part of the state as we're in the north. They're right on the Louisiana line.
They are right there, absolutely.
Like we are on the Missouri line.
Junction City 31, Hardy Academy 30, Mayflower 54, Smackover 46, McGee 20, Newport 6, Osceola 41, Prescott 20, Rivercrest 37, Melbourne 8. So out of that classification that Yellville plays in, there's 2 schools left, which is Atkins and Charleston. The rest of them have fallen out. The surprise of the morning is going to be read off in this last list, which is the 2A. Camden Harmony Grove 58, East Poinsett County 14. Conway Christian, we did Conway Christian Mountain View. They have went forward. They are 38, Mountainburg 26. Danville 34, Risen 32, Earl 46, Mineral Springs 26, Foreman 35, Bearden 18, Hazen 20, Magnet Grove 14, Mount Ida 56, Mark Tree 22, and here's the surprise of the morning. Salem 37, Palestine Whitley 25.
Salem Greyhounds.
Way to go, Salem.
They will advance. They'll play Friday night. I'm going to look real quick. If we'll take a quick break, I'll pull up who they're going to play.
No, we'll keep talking. Go ahead.
Let me see your pen real quick, and we'll take a look.
What do you need? I can look some stuff up.
I want to see. Well, I've got it already right here, so just give me a half.
What would Fast Friday have that?
No.
You
got to go to the AAA site.
Oh, okay. We got time.
While they're looking that up, Jerry, I know you've never been to a wrestling tournament, and this was the first one you ever been to. What did you think?
And my daughter as well. She had never been to one. She was coming out of her seat just about as much as I was. It's very exciting.
But here's something else about the wrestling. The character and the agility carries over to other sports.
Yeah.
You know, it's like with your son, you know, when he first got into it, it's like, what am I going to do? Now he's a All-American.
A three-time
All-American. Yep.
You know, and especially in Bob's football, well, y'all are in the football program. I think Gil is too. You see the advantages of the wrestling carry over into your football programs.
Oh, yeah. Wrestling will help you in almost any sport that you're in. And we have a lot of the youth wrestlers and high school wrestlers that don't wrestle because they're necessarily their heart's into that sport. Their heart's probably into football or something else, but they know if they commit 100% into the wrestling program, what it will do for them in the other sports as well.
But can you imagine a front line in football, in high school football, that are all wrestlers?
Oh, yeah. Big difference on the front line. It will make a tremendous difference.
Did you find it yet?
Yep. Salem will play Earl
at
Salem. on Friday night, on the 24th, at 7 o'clock. And then the winner will drop down to their semifinals, and their finals will be December 9th.
And where's that game played? Is that the War Memorial?
That will be played at War Memorial. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that'll be played.
All right, Salem. We got a pool full of Salem Greyhounds over there.
Greyhounds of Salem need to pull on. I look to the way the bracket looks, and I won't go through it all, but the way the bracket looks, I look for Atkins to make it to the semis or to the finals, which will be a good matchup. I look for. I'd love to see Searcy go all the way to the end, but I'm not quite sure they will. But I'd love to see.
So, what's the probabilities on who they play now? On Searcy, do you have that?
Don't know yet.
You don't have that bracket?
No, I don't have the bracket.
The Salem Greyhounds. All right, that's just
hometown Salem. Now, all the finals are produced by an association, and they'll be televised. Smaller TVs like ours, we cannot do the finals. We can do everything but the finals at War Memorial, and I believe it's picked up by one of the major stations down Little Rock.
Yeah.
And they'll play them down there. But it's
more than likely Channel 7 will pick up that.
It's been a good season.
Yep.
For all these boys, and you like to see them go on and play on. We're talking about wrestling again, and it's kind of the cold weather makes you think wrestling anyway, but Mountain Home's got 2 girls or 3?
2.
2 girls that wrestle. Last year they had 2. Year before that, I remember they had 2. So it's not just a boys' sport. Yeah, it's boys.
I got 3 in our youth program.
3 in the youth program.
Yeah, they're seeing these girls wrestling now in high school and say, hey, we want to do this. So now the girls are starting to sign up in the youth program as well.
And so it's a lot of fun. People need to get out and see it. Thanksgiving, there'll be a lot of traveling. There'll be some college games played. There'll be pro games probably played Thursday on Thanksgiving Day. If you're still watching pro games, there'll be some for you to watch. But then Friday will be
collegiate.
Be college games. Arkansas will play LSU on Friday. No, they play Missouri.
Yes.
They play Missouri. Yeah. They play Missouri.
That'll be
used to be the big match.
Yeah, it used to be LSU.
The day after was LSU.
Now it's Missouri. Where are they playing that at? Little Rock?
They play this
Columbia?
one. They'll
be
play
in Columbia.
At Fayetteville.
At Fayetteville.
Yeah, Arkansas's got a 2-game homestand, so they play at Arkansas.
And Missouri's on a winning streak too.
And Arkansas is on a dive.
And the AD is out. Who's going to be AD at U of A?
AD's out. There's word that coach is out.
What about Malzone coming in?
There's a lot of talk about that, but why would he come? Makes the same amount of money in Auburn. Why would he come to Arkansas? It's got a proven record over there. Why would he come?
Don't know.
Makes it hard to decide.
Yep.
Those guys are paid an awful lot of money. Gus Malzahn makes $3 million a year.
Well, then Brent over there, he's at 2.2.
2.2, 2.5.
Yeah.
The athletic director was making $985,000.
Why don't you sign up?
Yeah, right.
You can't take a cut and pay.
Couldn't take the pressure.
Final minute.
Final thoughts. Scooter, you got a wrestling tournament coming up on December the 2nd, is that correct?
December 2nd, right here at the high school gym, right here in Mountain Home. We've got our
Saturday
5th annual King of the Mountain. We're hoping we're expecting a big turnout, especially Missouri sending down a bunch of kids.
Oh, good.
And it should be a humdinger of a tournament. It's our youth tournament, so you'll have kids there from 5 years old
so
on
you're
up
going
to
to rattle
14.
the hanger, are you?
How many mats will you run?
We're going to run 5 at once.
Ooh, 5 mats at one time.
5 matches at one time.
3 in the main gym, 2 in the...
No, what we're going to do is we're going to keep it all in the main gym. I'm going to run 3 full mats, and 2 of them I'm going to split in half for the smaller kids.
Okay.
So they're going to use half mats. So everything's going to be in the main gym. Hopefully by next year we're going to grow to where I need the second gym.
There you go.
But we'll just see how it plays out.
Time's running out. Thanksgiving special adult time.
It's Thanksgiving special right now. We do it today through Wednesday. You get ham, turkey, all the trimmings, yams, cornbread, you name it, $8.88. It is a full meal. You will leave full. Come down and
Real
see us.
stuffing or cornbread stuffing?
It's cornbread stuffing.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's cornbread stuffing.
My clock just ran out. That means I got to say, see you later. See you tomorrow, everybody. Scooter, take us home.
You got it.